Hi everyone. Hi group 2. My name is Sabrina. So is everyone here?
Sky here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi Shirley. How are you?
Actually,
So for us growing up in Malaysia, seeing all these different cultures has become nothing but a norm. But that is different for you here in Kenya, right? I mean, we have grown up living and seeing different cultures, different races, different religions. What is your experience coming to Malaysia and seeing all types of different people?
Right. Kenya is also a little bit similar to Malaysia because we have a very diverse community. We also have Kenyan Indians, and we have a lot of British people as well as European people. So I was used to being in a multiracial environment, but I was surprised to see so many different cultures in Malaysia when I first arrived.
hey Shirley, same here. When I joined Inti, I feel culture shock. I can't believe that so many international students in Inti here. What was your reaction when you entered Inti? Like maybe you realize that Inti have different races of students. Maybe you realize that the different races of people actually is our Malaysia culture.
Yeah, when I first came to Inti, I was surprised to see like a lot of Chinese people because at first I couldn't tell the difference. I didn't know everyone was mixed like Chinese, Malay, Indian. So it was interesting for me to find out about that.
So let me explain about Malaysia. Actually, Malaysia have three main races, which are Chinese, Malay, and Indian. Basically, the way we judge these three races are based on their appearance. For example, the skin color darker is Malay, the skin color a bit white is Chinese, and the most darker skin color is Indian. Actually, but sometimes skin color also not really can know or determine who are them, like what is their race. Because like me as a Chinese, but my skin color look as dark. Sometimes Indian people the skin color will be same as Malay, like will be not really dark. It's like a bit white. So we not really can base on the person appearance to determine the person who are them. How about you guys' idea? Is that you guys agree?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe surely you feel a bit offensive or nice, not nice to hear because we base on the skin color to judge the person or determine the person. But this is how most of the Malaysian people base on a person appearance to determine the person races. Of course, different races have their own culture, including the festival, language, or attire. Just now I got mentioned that one of the our culture is language. So let me explain. For example, Malay would like to speak in Bahasa Melayu. Chinese can speak in Mandarin, and Indian can speak in Tamil. In Malaysia, most of the people they can manage speak in at least three languages. So this actually show the uniqueness of Malaysian. So how do you think, Shirley?
Yeah, I think this is also like the same in Kenya. In Kenya, we have very many different tribes. We actually have 42 different tribes in Kenya, and they all have their own languages. And yeah, a lot of Kenyans can speak three languages. So English, and then like there are two different languages.
Okay, so Shirley, I want to know about is Kenya a certain attire that differentiate a group of people? Since just now two of you had just discussed about the facial features.
Yes. Okay. So, for example, the only time in Kenya we wear different attire is like when it's a traditional ceremony, like when it's a wedding. People will wear like traditional African attire, but normal day to day people will just wear like jeans and stuff.
Actually, in Malaysia, we also use the attire to differentiate a group of people. Like Chinese we have cheongsam, and Malay we have baju kurung and the tudong, and Indians they usually wear sari. Just now you say that in Kenya's people wear the attires only in specific events, but in Malaysia, especially for the Malay girls, they wear their traditional attire every day. Same like what Nurul wear now. The attire that
Wear-
how what?
Sorry, I was asking, do they have to wear the attire every day? the traditional attire every day? Like,
Yes,
are there wear jeans and like normal?
for Chinese and Indian, usually we just wear casual, but
Mhm.
usually Malay girls are, except for Malay girls, they wear the baju kurung, which is the traditional attire of Malay every day, like what Nurul wear now. The attire that cover her hair is called tudung.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
So socially, actually, most of us stereotype for the Africans, like all of Africans are very poor and full of the cannibal. I want to know what is actually the situation in Africa.
Well, I can tell you it's not like what you're thinking. Africa is now very, very developed. There's still some places that are still like old fashioned, but yeah, it's mostly developed. I find that in Kenya, a lot more people speak English than I met in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's actually not only Kenya but only in Malaysia. You know that Malaysia we have West Malaysia and East Malaysia.
Oh, what's the difference between people in West and East Malaysia?
It has different but not that much different. The East Malaysia we have two parts in East Malaysia. We usually call them Sabah Sarawak. But actually, for West Malaysian, when we are small, we always think that East Malaysia live in the trees or full of forest in that place something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
that right.
funny.
Like call what orang asli, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they feel that the person is like stay at the tree.
Mm.
Yeah, usually some East Malaysian we actually always ask like, do you really live in the trees And they always tease us like, yeah, we live in the tree and we always take elevator to the tree one. Yeah. In fact, but once I travel to the East Malaysia, they are not actually full of forest or someone orang asli and full of the people that not wearing any the clothes. Actually, Sabah Sarawak are developed, although that there is not as developed as Kuala Lumpur, but it's not really worse. And the houses are actually very big compared to West Malaysia.
Yeah, the pace of
oh.
Malaysia is getting closer and closer to us actually.
Yeah, agree to.
So, do you guys want to know what's the weird thing about this whole appearance stereotype?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also curious about that.
Mm.
See, people have this perception that darker skinned people are often more violent and will cause you harm. I mean, I don't know what that is about. I don't know why people think that way. I mean, what about you guys? You feel the same?
Yeah.
Sometimes I can feel that.
I don't know how the situation here is in Kenya, but in here, when a dark person passes by, people become like extra careful. Like they will actually keep their things, and most often, these people who are dark skinned are often Indians. I mean, is this the same
Mhm.
with you? How do you like differentiate a person is bad or good, Shirley?
No, in Kenya it's very different. We don't discriminate based on somebody's skin color. Like, for example, in Kenya, we get a lot of refugees from Sudan, and they are darker than most Kenyans, right? But we don't treat them differently because of the color of their skin. You know, Africans just don't do that because we embrace our skin and we love our skin.
That's actually a good thing because here in the Indian community is actually very bad. Like people discriminate your skin color. Like for example, in the Indian community itself, people who lighter skin are look like more above. People expect the girls to have lighter skin. And like doing marriages, if like the groom is like fairer than the girl, they normally don't accept the girl
Wow.
marriages. Like I can't believe it's 2020 and this thing still happens.
Yes, it's quite shocking that it's still happening.
Like one, do you have anything you want to say about it?
I think this situation only applies in dark skin Indian. It is the matter of color and not race. Colorism is actually really bad to exist. I think, yeah. I have seen many people take so much pride into the color of their skin.
Yeah, I have this experience before. Like sometimes our parents they will like scare our children, right? Want us to sleep early, they will say maybe the India guys will like maybe will catch you. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, right,
It's so
right. So they will like
one,
they
right?
will let,
In Chinese, often say like this to
yeah,
scare their kids.
to scare our kids, then we will need to be sleep early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we will
Mm,
have the instilling. We will have the awareness of dark skinned people and more scared of them.
Yeah, this is the stereotype from last generation.
Mm.
Actually it's similar like Malay, how Indian thinks the dark skin, the Malaysia critiques the dark skin Indian, right? It's actually same like Malay. Malay also. Malay prefer light skin than dark skin. You are only beautiful when you are light skin. Then if you are dark skin, you are not beautiful.
Mm.
They say putih but bidadari, it's mean like white, like angel. It sounds insane, right?
yeah.
I just want to ask, have you guys heard about it?
Oh, yeah, we have.
I'm also agree too because
Okay.
in Chinese,
So
same way they think about white skin can determine beautiful, and dark skin is like can determine ugly.
yeah.
Is that surely you hear about that?
No, I haven't really heard about it, but I have seen it and experienced it. Like in Nilai, in Aeon Mall, I was one day walking with my two friends, all Africans, and there's this Malay. Okay, I don't know if he was Malay or Indian, but he was okay. He seemed Malay, and he just stopped me and my friends, and he was selling a lotion that makes your skin lighter. So he asked me and my friends if we want to try this lotion to make our skin lighter, and we said no. And he was really shocked that we don't want to change our skin color. And after we left, I saw like many local like Malay girls going to this guy's stand to buy that lotion. So yeah, I've noticed that a lot of people want to be lighter.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
because you can see like Malay lifestyle nowadays, they can spend a lot of money just to buy a supplement or a skin treatment just to get their skin whiten. So we actually can see the supplement is selling or any product selling in social media, right? Have Abrina mentioned or Abrina see it on social media?
Yeah, I've seen a lot on social media, and I've seen like many of like people have bought it believing that it could change their skin color, but it's just like all scams to get you to pay or buy their products. It doesn't really work.
Yeah, but people like trust the product, right?
Yeah, because of this mindset that people think that you have to be fairer, you have to be fairer, so they'll go to
Yeah.
any length to be fairer.
But actually, I think all skin colors are beautiful.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, right. Everyone is uniqueness.
There's
Yeah.
no saying that fairer is more beautiful. What?
Yeah. Even we are dark, we are all beautiful in our way.
Yeah, much confidence about
Yeah.
We
self.
have our beauty.
So and this also reminds me about they also got a stereotype of appearance among Chinese in Malaysia. But I think that this stereotype might happen among Chinese community only. So let me share with you all. Do you guys have listened about Abeng Alien?
Yeah, yeah. I still remember still got Aseng. Is
Yeah,
that?
Aseng.
No, I haven't heard about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
in
neither.
Chinese, playboy, we call them lala zai.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, right, right.
yeah, actually, Abeng is a stereotype applied to a certain group of young Chinese men who has these common characteristics, such as having dyed hair, wearing low fashion, and being less educated. then alien is referred to the girl who got this characteristic too. So commonly, we will directly define these people who have such appearance as abing or alien. So these guys often operate within secret society and street gangs in common condition of society. So most of the Chinese seniors are so disgusted with this kind of appearance, and they will forbid their children to have interaction with them because they are bad guys in their condition and think that they will bring their children bad influence.
So Sky is definitely not an Abing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
Look
not.
at
Yeah, I definitely
look
not.
like
I'm a good student. Okay.
yeah. So I also curious about one thing because we commonly use the term auntie and uncle to address all people that look much older. So I'm so curious about, do you guys have the same culture with us? Like
No, it's a little bit different. We just don't go calling everyone uncle and auntie in Kenya.
so how do you address this the strangers or your parents, friends if you do not
Um,
address them?
like your parents, friends, you would address them by their names.
Oh,
or
directly.
like for example, if your name is Ben and I'm meeting your mom would be Mama Ben. So if I'm calling her, I would be like, oh, Mama Ben, look at what Ben did, blah blah blah.
That's so cute. Yeah, like Malay, I think it same with Pakcik and Makcik, right?
Yeah, it's called pakcik and makcik.
Oh, because in Chinese we often use the terms auntie, uncle to address most of the older relatives of no relatives because it can avoid the problems of how to address strangers or friends' parents. It's just like a kind of one size fits all. To avoid addressing people wrongly, we usually advise by parents to call out their friends auntie, uncle when meet them as a sign of respect and polite.
This
Yeah.
is like auntie, uncle is like all of us is our relative.
Yeah. So when you see someone, parents, friends are not recognize one, how to address them, just call men call uncle, then woman call auntie.
Okay.
No wrong, that's right.
Okay, so thank you guys so much. I didn't know about all these different things, so thank you for giving me this information.
Yeah, we had fun talking.
Yeah, it's quite interesting in this discussion.
I think like the important thing about this whole discussion that we learned today is that we can't judge someone by their appearance. I mean, if you want to know if someone is good or bad, we have to take time to get them to know them better.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Nowadays, we are live in a tough society. So I think that everyone need to be open-minded. Our generation need to take the responsibility to eliminate this kind of mindset.
In order to stop this type of thinking, we have to change our mindset.
Yeah, right. I think from this conversation, I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, I just think that more people in Malaysia need to stop being so ignorant, especially their behavior towards darker people and even their behavior towards Africans. I've experienced a lot of racism in Inti, out of Inti. So I think people just need to change. A person's skin color doesn't define who they are.
Well, I think that's basically all for us. So I hope that we can meet someday after this MCO. Maybe you can sit down and chat more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can share our culture to
Anyway.
Shirley too.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for now, bye guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.